Our Digging Deeper report on 2026 preliminary property taxes continues for you tonight as we review the city proposals for next year. Last night, if you joined us at 6, we went over the county numbers in southeast Minnesota, and we start with the figures you see right here. Now, this is the collective total for all of the state's 856 cities. More than $4 billion is the overall amount on preliminary tax statements. If you haven't already received yours, you will by the end of the month. Now, this also represents a nearly 9% increase over the final levy from last year, which you see right there. Okay, so we want to mention again, cities only, and it's not a final amount. Now, your statements will reflect proposed amounts submitted in late September. City councils must determine final tax levies by the end of December. This graphic here features the larger communities in our area there: Rochester, Austin, Winona, Albert Lea, Owatonna, Red Wing. The percentages represent the proposed levy increases compared to last year's final levies. Now, this is really important to distinguish. Let's take Rochester's nearly 6% there, you see. That does not mean every property owner in the city would see that tax increase next year if the city council were to certify that as a final amount. Collectively here, what we're talking about, property taxes citywide would need to be increased by that percentage to allow the city to balance its 2026 operating budget. Tax rates, property values, those two things determine your individual property taxes in any given year. Keeping that explanation in mind, more numbers. Here are the 10 area cities we found with the largest preliminary increase based on reporting from the Minnesota Department of Revenue. Now, it's important to note, dollar-wise, these city budgets have a wide range. So in some cases, a few $1,000s can represent a double-digit adjustment from the previous year. We also found on the opposite side of the spectrum, if you live on any of these 8 communities here, your city councils have opted no preliminary tax levy increase next year. That means your 2026 taxes are guaranteed for the city portion to remain the same as they were in 2025. Now, we know many of you do not live within city limits and are impacted by township levies. These numbers are for you. The numbers show preliminary total statewide levies for townships at around $350 million. That's about a 5.5% increase from the 2025 final levy total. A lot of numbers for you here tonight, and we'll have all this available for you to view a little closer on our website. Now, in addition to those city and township taxes, there are county taxes. Again, we talked about those last night. Also, school districts, and some areas actually have what are called special taxing districts. Along with all of this, again, we want to remind you, they'll be finalized, your property taxes for next year, by